Michael, where is the bike? Like where? Where? But where? In your office? So, because that's bring some more chairs. Compulsory for our programs. Good afternoon. Very energetic. Very good. Yes? I did not get it. Without energy, how this much sound? It's great. Okay. So today we are very privileged and happy to have a guest for in midst of us. And how many of you know anything about today's program? Yeah?
No.
You don't know. You want to know something? Suddenly something came, right? It was actually supposed to happen yesterday, and we have a guest. This is Agrima from Nair from Kerala. Okay, this is not I can call her as a Mrs. Nair. You know who is she? She's a cyclist. You know how far she traveled? She traveled from Kerala to Ladakh, right? Ladakh in 2020. Correct? 20. Okay, please correct me whatever the information. And now she is traveling from Kanyakumari to Nepal. How many kilometers? Any idea how many kilometers? Do you know more than 3,000? 4,000? More than 4,000. Wow. So she will explain about her experiences. And she is an MA psychologist. She said she wanted to talk to young people like you. Okay? And to know more about your what you call inner strength. That is what it was told. So we have a strength, what you have muscle strength, we have a memory strength. But sometimes we are very weak and we are very sad. Yes? And you need to be strong in your inner being also should be very strong. To face the challenges, face the problems, face the failure. Yes, no? Yeah. So she done her master's in that. From psychology she will be knowing it. Which can be what? We need that. And it was organized by JCI. How many of you know JCI? JCI. And what is the full form of JCI? Whatever coming in your mind, you are telling. Adding champ or junior. Okay, that is correct. C for cycling. Good. Then you are relating to something, no? C is invented something. Yes. International. C for chamber. Junior Chamber International. Okay? So don't forget again. You need to have a lot of activities with them. And then soon, maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you are going to have a test. You are going to have a what do you call aptitude test. Okay. This will be selected for that one. If you pass that one, you will go for a competition with the international schools. Okay, all over India, all over the world, they are having this year. Now, I wanted to give Shanmugam, who is the president of JCI, and he will give more insight on this.
Giving this wonderful opportunity. Today I am really happy to be here, and I think this year I am coming for the second time. Few days back, how many of you participated in tree plantation? Wow, fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, so we have already done tree plantation over here. They have really supported. Somewhere around 75 times we have given. JCA completed 75 years. So today now Miss Agrima Nair is with her. As Sir said much about her, she is a famous cyclist. She is also a yoga therapist, and she has got a lot of other knowledge which she will share with you today. Hope everyone will listen this carefully and take whatever best you can take it from this session. I wish you everyone very all the best, and I would like to introduce the project chairman and our JCI member, B. Divya.
Hello. Okay, so thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk to you all and have a time with you. So where do we start? So I'll introduce myself a little bit. So in 2022, I started from Kochi, Kerala. You know Kerala where it is? Yes. It's the southern part, the southern state of India. And then I traveled towards Ladakh. from West Coast. West Coast is Konkan Road. You know which states are covered in the West Coast?
Maharashtra,
Nice. Then nice. Very nice. Then
Gujarat,
it's not coastal, but yes, west side Rajasthan. Yes. Gujarat, nice. Punjab, okay. But Haryana, nice. Very good. Yeah. So the states I covered. I covered from Kerala, Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana, Delhi. Delhi is not a
Enter
state.
ops in
And
play.
then again to Haryana, Punjab, and then Himachal, and then to Ladakh. This is how I cover. So this time I am covering from eastern coast. That is Tamil Nadu first, then Andhra, West Bengal, okay, then
Bihar, Jharkhand,
then who is in the total east side?
Jharkhand,
Okay, so that is our east side. So this is my this time. Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Odisha, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Bihar, UP, Sikkim, Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Arunachal. Okay. This is so. With that, I'll be covering the whole India. Nice. We will get into some question answer session. It's a very normal cycle with a clear and it's hybrid kind of a cycle which is very normal kind of cycle. Okay. So what I am trying to do? So I am promoting mental health. You know what is mental health? Yes. What is it?
inside
Mentally healthy. Okay. Not controlling. That is called expensive. Okay. So we cannot control anybody's mind. We can only make it healthy.
I'm just excuse me. I would like to invite JCP Snigdha.
You know her already. Okay. So let's get into the topic. Because I won't have much time, you also have to ask a lot of things, no? Yeah. So what is mental health?
mentally healthy, inner body peace.
Okay. So, you know, whenever you are going home, what is your next job? Okay, playing. How many of you use mobile? No girls? Okay. How many of you watch reels? Nice. Okay, fine. So what it does to your brain? It will take out your creativity more often. Yeah, so what happens? Radiation is a secondary thing. It's for your health. But when you keep watching it, now what happens? Whatever creativity you have, you will lose it finally. So the people who said dance, football and all those things, no, after sometimes you won't feel like doing it. Why? Because already your mental and physical health is so lazy. You are not trying to do anything else, right? Okay. So what are the methods we can use for becoming more creative? Going outside, very nice. What you will do outside? Ah, nice. One person said, feeling the nature. Physical activity is very nice. Yeah. Physical activity is very good. And you are not telling me. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hello. Is it fine or should I talk in the normal? So what kind of physical activities you do? Playing. You can exercise. Okay. So basically what we are happening right now is physically present with our friends and our relatives or anything which we know. Spending less time with the nature, spending less time in water, spending less time with our parents, spending less time and more time into TV, mobile and playing. Playing is fine, still playing because how much time you are going to spend, right? And girls after a particular age, they don't even play, right? Yes. What's your age now? After this you will become stagnant, so you don't have to. You have to be more active, right? Yes. So what you can do, you have a very two types of a brain. Now you have a two kind of a brain. Okay, one brain which is so aggressive, which makes you decision making, which promotes lot of things where you have to take decisions on, right? Another brain which is going to help you with the creative art. What are these creative arts? Like art, music, sports, games and everything. And even your every creative thing where you are physically active and you are mentally exploring. The nature is present. You have planted a lot of plants, right? What is the use? Other than natural use. Other than, keeping soil or pollution or all those things. What it is balance for yourself. For yourself. Medicine. Okay. So once you are spending time in your garden, with the plants, in the forest, so the first thing you will get is a very fresh. You get fresh, right? Why so? Not because, don't tell me because of oxygen. You are taking that. That's yes, because nature actually speaks with you in a sound where there is no language. So nature talks to you in a language where you have a sound, just the sound. How many of you listens to the river? How many of you listens to the winds? How many? Very nice. How many? How long you listen to it? 5 minutes. Yes. 1 hour. 10 minutes. 1 or 2 minutes. Right? How many of you look at the sun when it is, rising or nice, very nice. How many of you visit mountains? Okay. Lastly, other than JCI, how many of you planted trees or flowers or plants other than JCI? Very nice. People are very active. Okay. Now one last question. How many of you eat things from the plastic cover and throw it there?
Guys, everybody should raise.
Chocolate, Cheetos. And now tell me, when you are eating all these things and throwing out, what is the use that you are planting this many trees?
No, ma'am, we are
Because you are at dustbin area.
Dustbin is not available. So,
Yeah, if dustbin is not available, you throw it out. Right? So if you are planting, you know that it's going to help you. And now what you are going to do, you are going to put all the plastics on the ground. And now how this plants will survive? It will not survive. So what you have to do is you wrap it, bring it and throw it wherever you have a disposal. Right? Nobody is going to throw it on the road because the plants you are planting you are going to destroy. So it's your effort. See, you are taking effort from the other side, you are cutting the effort from the other side. Right?
Yes.
So it's your responsibility. If you are growing, just planting it is not the only thing you have to do. Grow it for yourself, grow it for your next generation, grow it for your parents, grow it for your relatives, friends, grow it for your country, the world, right? So what we are going to do is being a very now plastic bottles, Pepsi, you know, yes, even anything. What you are going to do is going to put it in a proper place, carry it in your bag and throw it on your wherever it's house or school dustbin, wherever it is. Fine? Okay, next is how many of you have other physical activities like dancing? Very nice. Music. Ah, okay. How many of you go into to learn martial arts? Ah, nice. Which martial arts you learn? Taekwondo. Oh, okay. Nice. Karate. Very nice. It's from the school or outside the school?
John said is asking.
And how many of you learn this instruments of music? Which instrument?
Piano.
Guitar. Okay. Which one you? Okay. Nobody is interested in flute or violin. You learn? Okay, nice. On any other instruments? Tabla, nothing. Tabla you learn? Very nice. So okay, fine. So what happens when you perform this kind of arts? What happens when you perform this kind of arts? Like once you go and learn, you perform it and then come out of what do you feel?
Our mind will be
Very free. Yeah. So any kind of art, any kind of even if you draw something with different colors, this helps you for what? To become more creative. And this helps ultimately into a brain chamber which is going to help you in future. Whenever you are stressed and all those things, whenever you are performing this kind of art, sports, connecting to the nature, what you are going to do, you are loosen yourself. The decision making will be slowed down. The stress will be slowed down. So you can perform. Now itself, if you start learning, what it is going to do, it's going to keep the memories on. How many of you perform yoga?
daily.
How many of your parents perform yoga? Oh, your parents perform? Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So, what you are going to tell to your parents? You are going to tell one person came who is cycling. She said, if you want to be mentally very healthy, you perform some arts. It's difficult if they are performing arts. Also, ask them to perform yoga daily in the morning. Okay? Tell your parents also. This is what she said. Okay? And you have to encourage. How you are going to encourage? Like, you are going to tell that, if you are healthy, then only we will be healthy. Right? If they are healthy, if they are cooking good food, they are eating healthy food, you will be healthy. If they are performing something, keep them healthy. Important thing is to keep them healthy and ultimately ourselves healthy. Right? You care about your parents, right? Sisters, brothers, right? So what you are going to do? Ask them to be healthy. If they are eating junk, they are throwing plastic, stop them. Tell that my teachers, my parents, my other people, they taught me this, don't throw plastic outside. Carry it. Perform physical activities. Carry. plant more trees so that everybody, without judging, important, cook healthy food. You have to eat healthy food. How many of you parents cook and you will be like, no, I want chocolate biscuits from the shops? Lace packets, nice. So why don't you eat at home? Because you like biscuits more, huh? What's that? Oh, it won't taste good? Okay. So I'll tell you why it do not taste good. Okay. So you know when you have this itching, if mosquito bites, you have this itching, right? What you do? You start scraping it, right? Or itching it. You will feel a relief. It's a brain thing. When you are damaged, you try to scratch it, it will give you a pleasure. Okay? In the same way, when you eat junk, when you said no, it do not taste good. What happens? It tastes good because the body is trying to recover it from a repair. So when you eat sugar, when you eat all this junk, which contains a lot of chemicals, packaged things, what happens? The body is getting destroyed. It's just like, you are getting itching. And then it recovers. And that recovery is where you feel the pleasure.
It's a nice point. Have you understood what she said?
So, damaging is more good, itching something is more good, or not having that itself is good. So, when you eat more sugar, what will happen? You will be more stressed, you will be lazy, lethargic, you won't perform your creativity, everything will be lost. So, eat home food, right? Because mom knows to cook healthy things for you, right?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
have any doubts? No doubts. Okay. If you want to interact, ask something, please go ahead.
Raise your
How
hand.
many days?
Yeah.
Stand,
How
stand.
many days you took to travel from Kerala to Ladakh?
I took 3 months, 10 days. I took only 10 days for Manali to Ladakh. And what I have seen? What I have seen there, the large mountains, fresh water, no factories, no industries, very natural food, not many people who are destroying the nature. So Ladakh is still preserved. Why I travel? I travel to know people, to know culture, to know their food, what their mental state is. I try to tell people if I feel like they have a situation where they're stressful, what I can do for them. So I travel. I learn things. Where do I stay? I stay with villagers, I stay in hostels, I stay with different clubs, they help me. Mostly at homes, temples, gurudwaras, all those places I stay with. How much money you carry? Yeah, so how many of you know the system, barter system? Barter system, tell me. Exchange of services and goods, right? So earlier when we didn't have money, what we used to do is, I know something to offer, I used to offer and they used to give me something. So they offer me food and accommodation, I will do what I know. If I know to teach, if I know to clean, if I know to cook, if I do something which I have, I offer them. So money exchange will be less. But few places I use money. So what happens if we have to spend like 10,000 rupees for a month? It just comes to the 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees. So less you earn, more services you offer. So there is something system called as volunteering. So if you go volunteering things like you can work with a lot of NGOs. There are a lot of NGOs which are working for girls, small girls, which are working for plants, and village kids for teaching them, and also collecting plastics all over wherever you can. So there are a lot of NGOs working all over. You can also volunteer them. Once you grow slowly, you can also volunteer to help them out. You are actually helping a lot of social people. My experience is always beautiful. So generally what we say is, whenever we go out, the girls always have this problem, it is not safe. and the guys always are like, I don't know how I'll be able to do or not. There is nothing you cannot do. You can all. Each day you push something. You know, for example, first day when I started, I was able to ride only 40 kilometers. But then later on in 3 months, I used to ride for 100 and 120 kilometers. Why? Because I was each day I was practicing. My muscles are getting practice. So whatever you practice in the world, in few days you will be perfect in it. So if you feel like, no, this is difficult, keep practicing it every day. And you won't know, like, you know, when you are becoming perfect and perfect. You won't even remember how was the first day. I carry all my kits, I carry all my tires, extra tubes also. So yeah, one second, let me answer this. One second. So you have to, I carry most of the time everything so that if I get punctured, no, I'll fix it at that point. Mostly I get help.
Ma'am, how will I carry, ma'am?
I have a very beautiful bag which balances the weight on both the sides, and a big one which, one second. Once, if you are not hearing, then you will keep asking, you won't get the answers at all. So I carry it on the back carriage. So I have a carrier which is kept on the back side of the cycle, so I carry everything on that.
Now, what is your cycling?
It depends, because you know when you are doing slow without luggage, then it's very faster. But when you have to travel for a long. I'm a more of a traveler. I enjoy everything. I sit sometimes. I sit with plants. I sit with people. So there is no speed. I just travel slowly. So it's around 11 to 12 kilometers per hour maximum. Night I generally stay, I told you, hostel. Listen the answers carefully, don't repeat the answers. I told hostels, villages, people offer me sometimes.
Raise your hands.
See, food generally what I do is, generally people offer me. If I am somebody offering, I used to have. Otherwise, I am very conscious about, like, having a very healthy food. I don't eat something which I like so I can have. No, what I do generally is I prefer more fruits, more raw foods. So where that to staple. For example, if I am in Andhra, what is local here, I'll prefer that. So in the, you get a lot of people who are selling the local bananas. Bananas are very good in your environment, right? Sometimes I get palm, sometimes I get coconut water, sometimes I get whatever is local. The local vegetables and local fruits. Yes.
Ma'am, this cycle
Kona.
Ma'am, price?
Here.
Ma'am, price, ma'am. Price of a cycle.
Don't repeat questions, okay?
Why did you choose cycle for traveling?
Because cycle has a lot of benefits. It keeps you healthy, first of all. Second thing, you are taking effort for something. Third thing, cycle is slow pace. And the biggest benefit I get is I'm using my fuel. I'm not using something other fuel which can pollute the environment. Sorry, you didn't have any fear. Fear. It's generally we don't have. Last time also I got stuck in a forest. So generally we get a lot of this kind of things. But once you start traveling, you will know people. So the only thing which I ask is, do this area has a wild animal? I generally don't go in the nocturnal or wild animals wherever it is evening time, and I avoid, because we don't have to disturb somebody's home because of our need, right? They are also not disturbing, they are not allowed to come out, right? So we don't have to disturb them as well. So I generally avoid those kind of things. But if sometimes I get stuck in the night or something, I ask whether there is wild animal. If there is, I don't prefer. If there is no fear actually, because humans are really good. There are thousands of people who will help you more than destroying you, and we don't see the human's mentality is towards negative side more. So we don't highlight the people who help us. So most of the people will help you.
What kind of trouble is it during
I speak around 6 languages. English, Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, and some more North Indian languages.
what kind of troubles you face during that?
Weather is the most huge thing which we face. Sometimes it's very hot because when we are inside all these things we don't know how the weather climate is changing. Somebody told me global warming. Do you even feel global warming when you are under AC? No. When you are under cooler? No. You will face it when you really go out and face the weather. You will see extreme cold and then your body will not be able to bear it. Then you will see extreme hot. You will see extreme raining. Now we don't realize. If you really want to realize, you have to experience the weather, and there you will experience the global warming, how it is changing, how extreme it is. And then that was the huge thing which I faced. No,
Have you ever
I don't have anything to get scammed. In
have
fact,
you ever experienced
no. So I meet a lot of people, so I don't remember the first person.
When you're driving cycle,
Every day, every hour, I learn a lot of things. Yesterday, I learned about a snake when I was climbing this Chandragiri, Mahendragiri. I saw 3 snakes on the road, and I learned one new snake about one new snake. It's a yellow and green color shade, and so, it's very highly poisonous. So I learn more about every species I see. I can categorize which flowers, which plants, which place. I learn say how people, cultural studies I do, social studies I do. I learn about their religion. I learn about how their mental state is, the food, everything I learn. So daily it's a new learning from me. I meet new people. I learn from them. They teach me a lot of things.
Those who are not asked, you can ask 2 more
Yeah.
questions. Those who are not asked.
why are traffic from
Kerala tour. Yeah, so it's the southernmost place and I am traveling towards north. So you will see a huge geographical change, cultural change, everything like all together in India. So when you are covering from south to north or east to west, if you are covering you won't see much difference. But when you are covering south to north you will see a lot of difference and you can learn more.
One more. Who?
Done? Okay, thank you.
How do you like? Yes? What do you like most from what
Your
you talk?
experience.
Your experience. Daring. Wow. Okay. So she's so daring, right? Okay. Now, how many of you got challenged? How many of you who wanted to go for riding? Cycle. What is your plan for doing that? You need a plan. She did not one morning, she took a cycle and when came out? No, she planned, she had a desire, she reached that desire, then planned for it, talked to people and brought the cycle. She started. So what you are going to do for that? You need to plan it, right? And one more thing I just wanted to add from what she was studying about cooking. Somebody said the food is not tasty at go, use it. I noticed it. Actually it's not the food that your mother cooked for you. What she cooked is her love. You should understand. She cooks. Her love to give you. You know how you understand whether she cooks love? You don't eat one time your food, no? What she will do? She will try the best to feed you, right? To promise you, by promising you something, I'll buy this one or I'll take you there and that. She'll do that. Why? She can cook food and keep on side and she can go and watch TV. She's not doing. She encourages you to eat. She supports you to eat. She serves you food. It's a love also. If the love is not tasting good, the cookery is the worst thing that you eat. You understand? So, because you said that the mother's cooking food at home is not tasty. It is a healthiest food even. Okay. So, thank you, ma'am, for your time that you have spent. Thanks for choosing our school to come here. And we are blessed by your presence here, and we hope you also is encouraged by us. And thank you, JCI team, for coming and organizing this on our school. And thank you for your support and coming over here. And we wish all the best for your remaining travel. And Almighty guard you from all the dangers that could happen. And all our wishes, all our heart and love towards you. And God bless you. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, and you are dispersed. Okay, and because the time is little up, and those who are on first trip, who can get up fast and go. Anybody got first trip?